just let me up. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me up. Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Because that's the kind of vibe we want for this.
Pros, say hello so they know your voice.
Yo, what's going on?
Brawler, say hello.
What's up?
Retard, say hello.
Okay, Creed is referring to Gramps, which is me.
You got a problem with it? You still agreed to being a retard, bro. Like,
well, I mean, like, what am I gonna do? Just sit there and then, like, awkwardly not say nothing and postpone the episode? I'm sorry, man. I decided to be a little bit more mature than that.
Just been like, oh yeah, I ain't a retard.
What I'm saying, but you did all that because you didn't want to agree to being a retard, but you still ended up agreeing. Like, it didn't make any sense, bro.
You should have just said hey.
Yo, what's this about to be?
It might be a Gramps roasting session.
Yeah, I return to that. I'll return. I'll come back. The begged comeback for Come Talk. You know,
comeback. People have been begging us for a long time.
I was actually shocked about how many people actually gave a fuck about Come Talk. You know, like since we stopped doing it, like loads of people have always. I know you got loads of messages. Even people came up to me and were like, you know, I used to watch this on my lunch break and shit. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you a bit of a loser though.
Yeah, no, a little bit. Definitely watching us just sit here, because that's literally what we do. We just sit here and talk. But apparently people enjoyed it, and I didn't expect that many people to enjoy it. Clearly we got more views when we did it, but I didn't expect that type.
Roll a back up for your mic, man. You're breathing heavy, lad.
That's not me.
100% is.
That's
It's
100%
one of you.
It's corrosive there, not me.
It's probably Grams, bro.
Anyway,
Is it still there?
no, it's fine.
Okay, it was
So
me then.
let's get the ball rolling. To get the ball rolling, I'm gonna ask some questions, and I expect everybody in the room to answer it, myself and Creed included. You just give your insight, and we kind of talk about different subjects and shit. First off, being MC culture
That's
in the
Jenny.
game.
If anyone doesn't know, for the live stream.
God, Jenny's here. Thank you for showing up late. It's just like a woman.
Just like a woman. And then she
Make
lags
sure your
out.
voice
And then that. If Jenny comes back in, that's a woman. So please, obviously, pay no attention to her opinions during this episode.
I need to turn her volume up. She low as hell. What are you talking? What are you yelling at your phone from? Yeah, it's literally your phone. Why the fuck? Okay.
Sorry,
Anyway. Yeah. All right. So the first question, and Jenny, you just gonna have to listen to this because nobody's about to do all that shit. We pretty much introduced you.
It's
anyway,
fine. It's fine.
Anyway, so MC culture off game as compared to MC culture in game. What's the differences that you
Oh
see?
my god.
There's a lot.
Brawler should answer that.
Okay, articulate.
Discuss.
I mean, goddamn.
Well, I mean, I've met a couple of bikers in real life, like the Hells Angel chapter in the next town over from me.
Gay.
And
Racist and gay.
but I haven't really asked them too much questions. I know
I'm sorry, Crow. Go ahead.
I haven't really asked them a lot of questions like, oh yeah, what do you feel about like the GTA biker community, or like, oh, how do you guys do shit compared to what we do shit? I just assume it's just more straightforward and less like fucky as the GTA side. Personally, I don't really know too much about the real life stuff.
I mean, you would think that, but that's not what I hear. See, being a president of a real life club myself,
oh my god. If I knew this was your agenda, Creed, I wouldn't even bother. I wouldn't even bother.
So yeah, from what I hear from like fucking people online and shit that are in real clubs, is that there's a lot of high school drama bullshit. Like in these real life clubs, like they're always bitching to each other about the president and someone's not doing this, someone's not doing that, and it always seems very similar, as in like schoolgirls bickering, right? But sometimes people get shot and killed. Like it kind of seems kind of gay.
You're always gonna get that though. You're always gonna get the disagreements and the.
But it's more than disagreements.
Drama, right?
I would say like 90% of people I've spoken to in clubs and seen online have always discussed at some point this like high schooly talking back drama shit, which is really just what 90% of the game, or the clubs on the game have as well, which is very gay.
Well, you'd have to think though too. It's very egotistical, right? As soon as they are there around their brothers, they're just like
Old man with big egos, and I think that's what it is. That's the impression it gives off.
I say this, bro. Like, everybody's human. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goofy, childish. They all have their things.
Yeah, sure.
So it don't matter as far as like the way people interact with each other, whether it's on the game or off. There's always going to be drama and just childish ass bullshit in a club. That's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's the way that they deal with it that matters. But as far as like game MCs compared to real life MCs, there's a significant difference in what they hold to importance. You get what I'm saying? Like when somebody starts up a motorcycle club in real life, it's for one reason. Because they all like motorcycles and they want to ride them together. And then it may turn into something else later. Fine. You know, they want to sell drugs, get them some money, shit like that, cool. They 1%, they want to take on the whole government, cool, whatever. But they start off on the same agreement. They have the same thing in common. We love motorcycles. On the game, that's not the case. Like, some people start motorcycle clubs just to fight other clubs. Like, that's all they do. Like, oh, these motorcycle clubs, they shit. They be out here going at each other. Let me try this shit. 1%. That sounds good. What's a motorcycle though? Like, so.
But I mean, to say all motorcycle clubs in real life love motorcycles. You know, there are clubs out there that let fucking full patch members come in because they're drug dealers and they own pickup trucks, don't even have a bike. That has happened in real life before. It might be few and far between, but it does happen. There are clubs out there with members that don't have bikes. Like it happens.
That was the thing. That was the thing about with Vagos though. Vagos MC, they were patching in guys who didn't ride. They were gang members and just to build up numbers and whatnot, right? That was back in the day though. Like I'm pretty sure they don't do that anymore. That was a thing back when.
But most of the time when they do that, it's in a state of war with another club. Like motherfuckers is actually dying. They can't respawn. We can't.
Yeah.
So it makes less sense. You know what I'm saying, on our side, because you can respawn. You can literally not die.
How do you guys feel about the whole? So it seems to be this thing in the MC community on the game, where everyone like super respects like real life clubs. Like everyone I talk to on here is always like, oh yeah, you know, got respect the real life clubs, respect the hell out of Hell's Angels and Outlaws and all that. How do you feel about that level of respect? Because to me, it's always been a thing of like, I'm not gonna respect some dude just because he's in a biker club. I might think it's cool, I might want to do that on the game, but I'm not gonna respect some guy in real life just because he's in some kind of fucking, it could just be a fucking gang. You know, it's like,
I can see it if it was like someone's like family, they've just been like supporting that club ever since.
No, but I mean, everyone in the MC community, in my view, dick rides real life clubs.
I wouldn't say it's everyone.
I can say from a personal perspective, like I respect the ideology that they all stand by, like the culture and all that. As for like, you know, members and clubs individually, like,
yeah,
I guess I can say like I respect their patch, you know, and all that jazz. But as like individuals, like that, respect to me is like something.
You respect their patch though, but why?
I mean, why not? It's something sacred, and I mean, I'm
to them, not to you.
Yeah, but one day I'm, you know, possibly wanting to fucking maybe club up. So at the same point, you know, I have the same ideology that these guys have, so I can respect that side of it. You know,
there's a lot of them that don't follow the same ideology though. Like I said, you know, they all run things slightly differently.
Yeah, so every club is different. I
say this, for me, I respect the motherfucker that is brave enough to ride a motorcycle, to get on that bitch and ride it. It don't matter what your belief is, what your lifestyle is. I respect that. That don't mean that I respect you, what you do, what your beliefs are. I just respect that you ride a motorcycle. That's it.
Yeah, you don't need a patch on your back to ride bike.
If I saw you face to face and I think you a fucking shitbag, I'm gonna tell you to your face you a shitbag. Like that's, you know what I mean?
Hey, you're not just gonna suck him off because he's a HJ or something, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not. But also at the same time, I'm not gonna be walking around
talking
in
shit.
A bar full of HJ and be like, hey, You a shitbag.
I have my opinions. I don't want to get shot and killed now, but you know, I have my opinions to myself.
I mean, like, put it this way: I would show him the same respect that I would show any other man on the planet.
Exactly.
In person, right?
Yes.
It wouldn't matter the fact that he's wearing a cut or whatever. That means fuck all to me. You know,
Right.
I'm going to show you respect man to man.
And I agree with that. You show someone respect just as a human being.
Yeah, exactly.
But touching on that too, which leads me into our next question: club politics, do's and don'ts as you see it. Like, what do you think is do's and don'ts when interacting with another club? And this ain't just for game. You know, this could go to the real life too, because you know what I'm saying.
Well,
But
I think it's.
I say try to keep it in game, but if y'all want to talk about real life shit too, that's cool.
I prefer in game because ain't none of us in a real life club.
Simple
that. We're like, I feel like when we talk about the real life club,
But at the same time though, a lot of us we ride now. We do interact with clubs. I've interacted with clubs even when I wasn't on a motorcycle. So
yeah,
you should even then know who the fuck you talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to move a certain way.
One thing about interacting politics-wise with GTA clubs, don't fucking ask us or other clubs for fucking sit-downs when you don't know us and ceasefires when you don't know us. Best way to get to know clubs and everything is to be on PS5, don't be broke, and then invite people to an event, right? Invite us to an event and we'll get to know you, we'll hang out, we'll do that kind of shit. We want events to go to. But having us all come together for a sit-downs and ceasefires should only be done when needed. When needed, that's absolutely it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, a sit down isn't a meet and greet. That's not what it's designed for. It's made to discuss a problem.
We're not welcoming you to the fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, it's made to discuss a problem that you have with another group. You know, there's no need to sit down at a table and then say, "Hey, my name is so and so. I'm from." And then everybody goes around the table and just stares at each other and just winks off it.
It's like a preschool, like a teacher asking everyone's name when they start on the first of the season.
Another thing I feel like is popular now, asking people if they want to be allies whenever they don't try to shoot at you or something. Like, bro, just because a club you run into ain't trying to kill your ass, don't mean that y'all need to be allies, bro. That should not be something you should throw at somebody.
There's a lot of clubs
when someone says, "Hey, you want to be my ally?" To me, that says like, "Hey, we're getting shit on by other clubs and we don't have enough members. We need help,
please."
Yeah, please. We need help.
See, the way I see it,
bro. Help me.
Yeah, I see it now is there are a lot of clubs.
And in reality, sorry, Creed, go on.
There are a lot of clubs that are grouped up right now, and some do it in a good way, in a right way. I'd say like Pelagroso, they do it right with Rolling Suns. But then there's ones that do it in a bad way. There's these allies that don't make any sense, where you go and have a altercation with some fucking shut up, Crow. You go and have an altercation with some with some faggots, and you fucking get into a thing with them, and then some random club out of the blue goes, "Hold on, 2 years ago I allied with this club, now I gotta fucking fight you," and you're like, "Come on, guys, that's gay. Like, what are you doing? Like, this isn't anything to do with you." I'm a firm believer in clubs should handle their own business and have their own relationships. And if you're too much of a baby to be like, "Well, he shoots him, so I'm not going to be friends with him," that's just gay. Don't be gay.
Motherfuckers, I feel like most people, like at least of an older age, bro, we don't take the word from others, bro. Like the younger guys, it's like they want to take people's word for it. Just I'm gonna move on this.
I heard this.
This guy said
that.
so. Yeah, I heard this and I heard that. Nobody give a fuck what you heard. What does it matter what you heard? Go find it out for yourself, bro.
Fuck your hearsay.
Get out here and do it for your own. Like don't go off somebody else's opinion, bro. You're not him. You're not as soft as him. That person might have hurt his feelings. He might viewed him a certain way. You might have that same conversation with him and be like, "This dude cool." Like,
yeah, you always got to form your own opinions.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't like Striker because, like you were saying, other clubs don't like us, and it's like a popular fucking wave. You know what I mean? Like
I wouldn't even say it's popular, bro. I would say that clubs that don't like us, right? They're friends with clubs that already don't.
Nine
like
times
us.
out of the 10, like,
but
do
on
they
top
even
of
know
that,
why?
But on top of that, bro, they don't share our mentality, right? When they look at our content, when they see our stuff, they don't understand us, which in turn makes them hate us more. People hate things they don't understand. That is a fact.
is
People
true.
always hate things they don't understand.
I don't know if they don't understand, but I mean, like I said a million times, you don't, like, everyone says about their club, but in all reality, you don't know what Striker MC is unless you are inside and a full patch member of Striker MC. You don't understand it at all unless you're a full patch member. We put out a complete.
That goes for every club too, though. That goes for every club.
Yeah,
too.
I could. Yeah, we could say that.
You don't know.
I mean, but then some clubs are very.
They shit bags off rip.
Yeah, you know when they.
I think everybody has
some clubs you can tell you cannot even imagine them having a decent conversation. You know, you're just like, okay.
Some clubs, you know, they'll let you in the church room at the prospect. I know that's what Toma Sword does.
Yeah, which is just stupid. But like I said, you know, people don't understand
Spooky.
what
If
this
you're
club
watching
is.
this, that's a good way to get kicked out. Walk into the church room.
And people fucking, I lost what I was saying. Don't care.
Look. Hey, y'all seen the op trying to join? Look at it live. Look.
Oh yeah.
Who was that? Which club was that?
It was some random club that helped.
It's some shit ass. I think it's Shoguns.
Wank stains, man. I love it.
Anyway, though, but back on the topic for do's and don'ts, man. Big thing when you talking about interacting with somebody online in a public lobby. Don't ride up fast, and don't have your gun out and your patch off. These are very small things.
You know what? This is a PTA. What they call it?
I would shoot you off rip if that's what you're doing. Like
a public service announcement.
Those people always shoot
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. At
Do
this
not
point,
follow me in a session. I'm Creed. Do not follow me. If you follow me and think, oh, I'm about to be chill with this guy, I will kill you. I will kill you because I'm scared. Don't do it.
Yo, another thing, bro, is just because you give somebody a bro love, don't mean they gonna do it back.
Yeah,
Don't waste your time trying to kill them because of it.
I've came across.
I will give you a honk of the horn, possibly.
You're probably going to be stabbed.
Yeah. I will give you a honk of the horn, maybe. And I feel bad because some guys genuinely just want to ride with us, and that's cool, and I like that. But then other guys want to stab us to death, and I'm like, how about you want to ride with us? Bro. You keep it like maybe like 10 feet back. You just chill over
even
there.
Even if I bro love you first, because sometimes I do that, bro. I see a club and I'm like, look at these guys in here riding. Let me go see what they about. I'll roll up, I'll bro love them, and immediately after I bro love, I get on my bike and ride away. Just immediately. It's like I'm not giving you a chance, bro. Like,
yeah, fuck that, bro. Tell you who gets stabbed. Glock will get stabbed 24/7, bro. Glock is a stab magnet.
People like, yo, they just came up to me and bro love me. They finna stab you, Glock. Nah, he's cool, man.
Stab me, man. If only someone had told me.
Something like that just takes time to learn. He'll learn that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Glock, the dude had no ankles and a mask on. What you thought was finna happen?
No, I've been doing this MC thing forever now, and I still get caught by the bro love stab thing, bro. You know, it's that glimmer of hope that this guy might not be a fan.
Is it every club member like ever? I assume it's just a GTA thing, bro. But I cannot enter a clothing store in any lobby ever.
Well, I do, because
I spend 5 minutes in the clothing store and I get shot in the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some things are ruined because I'm so paranoid about them because of how much I do them to other people. I will not go in a mechanic shop if there's another MC in the lobby.
That's a day what we do, bro.
That I don't want to be killed. It's just I don't want them to do to me what I be doing to them.
Exactly. If they can't do it back to you, it makes them angrier. So it's.
Oh shit, bro.
Okay.
Alright, so the standards on which a good MC is measured. What would y'all say a good motorcycle club is measured on? How would you measure that?
So I think that comes down basically to what they formed for. So I was going to get into this on the first question, but we kind of skipped it before I had a chance to speak on it.
That's
some grounded talk right there.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. But the thing is, a lot of clubs, I can say, I believe, originally, and there are some now, they base themselves off of the real life club. Not in the sense of like someone creating a Hell's Angels club because they seen the Hell's Angels, but more so in the sense of they started a club because they enjoy motorcycles and they enjoy the culture. And I feel like a lot of clubs now aren't necessarily copying that culture. What they're copying is that club they saw on YouTube 2 years ago that posted that TDM video. And like that's what they're basing off like what MC should be. So I think the main thing is getting like a general idea and what a MC, like what a club, a motorcycle. The guys are not even bikers anymore. They're just TDM heads.
Basically.
Like,
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So then, how would you measure it? Because you're saying like,
this
you would
basic
understand it
things.
a certain way from doing this research. But how would you measure it?
Well, first thing first, did the club even ride bikes? Like Creed got a message not too long ago on Instagram, where like a guy said, "So you're telling me if you start in clubs just to be bikers, or something along the lines of like."
I can read you the message.
Yeah.
It said, "What kind of?"
Just read it, bro. Don't do that. We know they retarded, bro. You don't gotta read it.
It said, "What kind of messages were those? Who joins a club to not PvP?" So it's like he's saying he's only in a club, an MC, just to PvP. I'm only in a motorcycle club
PvP.
to PvP.
Yeah.
That sentence contradicts itself.
PvP.
Motorcycle club PvP. I'm in a motorcycle club to PvP. Be in a PvP thing to PvP.
That's retarded. That's the stupidest thing I've heard.
Here's the thing, though. It's so common because there's
Of course
such an
it is.
MC community that's not bikers. They're just in it because of 1% combat rules. Like, Dead Boy's a perfect example. They're not a motorcycle club. They put MC on their patch so they can get other MCs to fight them.
Which they have self-admitted to us. Dead Boys have self-admitted that they only want to be a fucking motorcycle club so other motorcycle clubs will fight them. And that's gay. That's really gay.
Too many of these kids that start these motorcycle clubs too. They just type in motorcycle clubs on YouTube, and they see like Gangland on like Hell's Angels, and they just show the most brutal clips they can put together, and they think this is what I need to do to be an MC. I need to just go around and kill people and do all this shit.
They watched the Gangland thing. But I don't even think they watch the Gangland thing anymore because they would at least look like bikers. They don't even look like
bikers. And then missing all that is missing the main.
I don't remember anybody on Gangland missing their ankles.
All that.
Yeah, what they do is they watch other TDM heads. They watch other TDM heads and they get inspired by them, and they start their own TDM MC.
But they try to. People get so caught up in the weeds. They get so caught up in the details of, okay, I'm gonna try to make a good MC, and when they do it, maybe they could be bikerish or just TDM-ish.
Do y'all
but I feel like they miss.
Right?
The fuck?
That some of these. You think there's a chance that some of these people that start these clubs, bro, they just view them as like another version of a street gang? Like they're just like, oh, I'm starting a street gang,
absolutely.
but I want to start a motorcycle club because that'll be different.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't even think they represent like gangs either. They don't role play. The one thing is like corner shoot.
They
like,
want to get the scorecards and everything.
Yeah, it's not even like a
like I
role
was
play
saying,
thing.
it
It's not
misses the
even a
biggest,
street gang. Like,
the biggest point of a club, and I think the biggest point of any MC in the game is building that, cringe alert brotherhood up. And to fucking to have that connection with people, and that's why the clubs that the guys are actually friends and they all don't just suck off the prez, like they're actually buddies and have a laugh. Those are the clubs that lasted a long time, where everyone's just friends.
What they're doing, bro? They don't even have presidents. They have clan leaders. In my opinion,
They have fucking what they call cult leaders.
Yeah, like it's not like a gang culture, MC culture. What it is, it's free aim TDM tryhard culture.
With one guy that says, "Hey, all you guys need to suck me off because I'm the president."
Yeah.
Shit.
Which is something we talked about in the past. I think presidents, right? We've talked about that loads.
Yeah, we've definitely talked about dictators and fucking. Actually, as a matter of fact, Creed, we got a message 3 years later where a dude was like, "I know you was talking about me."
Were we talking about him?
Yeah, no, we was. I was talking about how
Okay.
his members couldn't get a certain haircut. We was definitely talking about him.
Oh wait, you got a message about that?
Yeah, yeah, dude, he commented on the video. Dude was mad.
What?
And I was like,
What
I
haircut
didn't even
did he
say
get?
nothing, bro, because it was
What
like
haircut?
a year later. It was like 3 years later.
This
bro.
was
Why the fuck would I?
This was the Banshees president, Felix.
I wasn't even gonna call him out like
Nah,
that. He might
I'm-
be on. He gonna comment
Hey,
on this video.
comment
3
part
years
two.
later.
Comment part two,
There is no
Felix.
Banshees president because
No,
there
yeah,
is no Banshees MC.
Banshees used to be a MC. They shut down a long time ago, and they are in current denial of being shut down. But he made a rule so that none of his members could have the same haircut as him because he is in fact a homosexual.
Wow. I like it. I like it.
All right. Anyway, changing subjects. How do y'all feel other communities view the MC community? I think this is a good time to talk about it because we was just talking about street gangs and such.
I feel like
Well,
a
do
lot
See,
of
I
other-
often wonder about that. I often
See,
wonder if, like, you know, 1% clubs like Hell's Angels that know that their club, like, that their patch is being taken.
They
I
sued
think they
Rockstar.
probably. Yeah, I know. I know, but that's
Or
what I'm saying.
something.
I don't think they view it too positively because of that fact.
I was.
I don't think he was talking
other
about
video
that, yeah.
game
Yeah, he was talking about-
communities, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh.
You know.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I
We've been
mean,
talking about Hell's Angels a lot lately. I'm
every
not
time-
trying to get killed over this street.
I mean, it's just a prime example.
On
because they're, like,
behalf
one of the
of
dominant clubs,
Adarian,
right?
fuck Hell's
I
Angels.
can touch on that real quick. I can touch on that real
I
quick
don't know if you know this, Creed, but they actually had a gang war in my city, bro. Like, chill out. They're gonna be there found me, bro.
I didn't say your name. I
that's
just said the
fine.
first name.
I could just imagine them knocking on my. Are you a Darian Hopkins?
Well, now you just
Fuck, I'm a
this is your
well,
second
now
name
you're
too.
fucked.
Yeah.
Now you're fucked.
I don't give a fuck. What they gonna do? Fuck Hell's Angels. Anyway, moving on. Hey, yo, but for real though, the other communities, how do they feel about us? Not
Not too
outside of GTA,
happy.
actual GTA.
I don't know, because every encounter
Well,
we've ever had with like a crime family lately, we're getting
They've always
fucking
shoot
shot
us.
up and yeah.
Cri-
and run
I
over
feel
and
like
shit.
crime families don't interact with MCs like that. I think they keep to their own
felt like-
circles.
Wasn't there
You know what?
crime
Well,
family that did
I've
argue
just-
with a MC like back in
You know what I've discovered, man? The MCs, the gang, with the few gangs, and the mafias guys, bro, they just get the same guys recycling through the communities, bro. It's the same people, bro. Like, it's the same guy that's been in a mafia street gang and then started an MC, and it's just kind
You know
of
what it's Graham?
all
It's
like
'cause they-
merged
it's 'cause
into
they keep
one.
getting killed and they have to restart that.
So
account.
I
Well,
would,
it's
I
not.
would
It's
say,
not even that, bro. It's not even that. And like, cause the mafia is like non-existent, pretty much, right? And all it is guys that get tired of playing biker and then they go play mafia. There's no, like this whole. It's
Creed,
like
you
it's
keep
such
the
a.
Somewhat, yeah.
keep going.
Yeah,
Strike.
yeah, but like I just think it's like the same people and all three of them, because like really outside of the mafia, street gang, and MC, I mean it's just normal GTA players.
Yeah,
and if I was
of
a
course
normal
you
GTA
got a couple
player,
of race, you got a couple of race crews, you got a couple of military crews that are people. They do. not
I
last as
think
long
I
compared
think
to most.
between all the different communities, and that's to include like the random people just playing GTA and just street gangs, mafias. I think they all view us as cringe.
I don't think the mafia's view is as cringe, because I think it's the same
No.
people.
Yeah, they're
playing
way
mafia.
cringier than us.
I think the ones that pick a side and that's what they stuck with. They
I mean, 'cause how many mafia guys have come up to you?
Oh, he's gone.
your shit just cut. the
Yeah,
fuck
he's
off.
gone. But anyway, mafias. Yeah, I feel like there's not as many as the MCs, right? Like I feel like when people want to make an organized crew on GTA and kind of like semi roleplay, they do an MC. And instead of doing something like a very organized mafia or very organized
Which
street
I
crew, and
don't know
I'd
why,
love
like-
to see more of that. Because a lot of you really shitty clubs out there, you would make great street gangs. Like you would make really good street gangs.
That's what I don't get, bro. It's like these people they out to prove something, right? They out here, they trying to prove they worth as far as combating other MCs and shit like that. And I'm like, bro, you could literally do that as a street gang. You could literally do that as a mafia. There are plenty of clubs out here that will still fight you regardless of if you have MC in your fucking crew tag. Like that doesn't matter.
keep
It's
the
literally
combat,
just that you're
If I'm fighting a club and they're not 1%, I just stop fighting.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
or I
saying?
try to
Like-
stab him.
Yeah, but for that.
Yeah, I would
Because everyone
much rather-
knows, yeah,
Like,
one
like,
equals
if
1,000 kills.
Like if I look at them and say, "Oh, this isn't," I don't know why I say 1%. If I look at them, I say this isn't an MC. You know what I'm saying? If I'm fighting somebody, like, oh, this guy isn't a biker. Like, I just leave. You know.
Speaking of the community constantly changing, but also staying the same, what was the peak of the community for you, and what currently is keeping you in the community? Like, what drives you now? Like, what was the peak when you were playing and it was, you know what I'm saying, back in your day type shit? And, you know, what drives you now? Like, what keeps you on the game now? What keeps you popping up every now and then?
When I first started joining, like, it was all new to me, and, like, when I first joined Striker, like, I had joined a couple of, like, try-hard clubs beforehand, but when I joined Striker, I really got to know, like, other clubs, and, like, I actually started attending more events. The community side of it definitely, like, was the peak of it when I first started. And then I'd say what keeping me in at the minute was definitely like the brotherhood, and like the fact that I've known like most of these members for like that were in our club for like years and years. So it's just like one of those things. It's kind of like if I wanted to leave, it would be hard for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but why the fuck did you say years and years? Why didn't you just say years? Like, it's literally
for some people.
It's
years
fine,
and
fine.
years.
Anyway.
Even if you wanted to, we wouldn't allow you to leave. So just
but, I mean, for the leave, what's keeping me here at this point is just spite. You know, I got to make sure I stay longer than Creed does. But anyway,
I'm here out of pure hatred. That's why I'm here.
that makes no sense, right? Strike, you won when he left his club to join yours.
Well, this is a different,
bro.
I did not leave Death Troopers to join Striker FC. Death Troopers shut down.
You totally left.
Death Troopers shut down.
No,
I don't care. This was like
down.
what, 1 billion years ago now. I don't care.
Yeah,
it shut down, but it didn't really shut down. It was still people in it. So
no, there wasn't.
I think they had a meeting. I think
we actually did. We did. Yes.
Yeah, but there was still people in the crew when Creed left.
No, there wasn't.
Because the leader was a selfish pig. They
no one cares.
Unless Fro kept the fucking crew, like.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Anyway, though, which I was gonna say.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is I just ain't left because out of spite. But when it comes to, like the high point, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I've never been like a real big like community type of guy. I just always been kind of like club centered. So like my like interactions with the community, you know, really haven't really changed too much. You know, there's always been crap clubs, and there's always been cool clubs since the beginning till now. I'm gonna be honest.
Now listen, alright. So I have a really cool thing here. There was a certain point. And it was fairly recently, within the last couple of years, where I felt like most the part of a community of MCs, and that was when us, Exiled, Unholy Ones, Reapers with a Z, and Pelagrosa and Rolling Suns, and Lady Devils were all hanging out together and all going to these big events. I thought that was so cool, bro, because it's like all these clubs knew each other, and members were quite close to one another. And that was the most I felt in community. And unfortunately, that's all gone to shit, and people are falling out, and clubs are shut down and gone off and stuff like that. But that was like peak for me.
I agree with you, Creed. That was also my peak, because it was a huge network of clubs, and we all just, if you didn't have anything to do, there was always a club to hang out with, a ride to be had, and an event to go to. No matter what the fuck was going on, no matter what time it was, no matter what holiday, like, it didn't matter. There was always something. And now it's like, you kind of got to do it yourself. Like,
yeah. Which I'm sure we'll get that again in the future. It was really cool when it lasted and that happened.
As times go on, you learn to appreciate different things. Like, obviously, I'm still on the game, so there must be something that drives me to keep getting on the game.
I only play this game,
and that's riding with my boys. I get the same enjoyment out of riding with y'all motherfuckers as I did doing those events. It just doesn't happen as often. Those events was like all the time.
This club is the only reason I play GTA. All right, trust me. The only reason.
I can understand that.
And there's other clubs, bro, that the only reason they play GTA is for other clubs, not theirs, for other clubs.
Yeah,
you've gotten a couple clubs to get. You've gotten a couple clubs to get online a couple times. You know, you just say something, and they comment somewhere, then their sole purpose becomes going after you on GTA, bro.
Strike, I swear to God, I don't even got to tag nobody no more. I can just put something in my story that even remotely has something to do with them, and they gonna be in our
Hey,
life.
I know you're ducking. And then 10 people go, "You talking to me, you motherfucker?"
See, I don't know how
that
to.
motherfucker in the live stream right now. Sucking toes.
What I don't understand is how they filter through all that other stuff you put. Like, how would you even like? You have to really be studying your page because you be posting paragraphs.
And also, if they really studying my page, how do they get mad about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you in here, you think you would look at my page and be like, this motherfucker just be bush. He just be talking shit for no reason. Like, he just be he be fooling with me. He out here having fun.
I think I can answer that, and I think the answer is simple. Most of these people are either retarded or children. You know, and that's just what it boils down to. Most people that do this is either retarded or a child.
So if you're a retarded child, join Striker MC today.
No, we don't need no more. We got Crow. We got enough. Like, we good. Rich, stay your retarded ass where you at. You ain't gonna
sign up for the application if you want a PS5. We don't recruit broke bitches.
Hey, but speaking of stupid people and stupid shit that they do y'all believe that the MC community has a retirement?
What do you mean retirement?
So you ever seen those people? You ever seen those people where they go, "I'm retiring from GTA. I ain't gonna play the game no more.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
From the MC
dumbest
community.
thing ever. It's like, bro, nobody cares. Who are you announcing this to?
What's happened there is what's happened is the entire club has left them and they have no friends, so they've then gone to the community and gone, okay, now I'm retired.
Mamba quit.
The only people you should say you're leaving to the game is your club. And I guess those people can't say it to their club because their club is shut down, so they just fucking say it on their Instagram story posts and hope someone goes, "No, where are you going? Please."
What's up with these clubs? You know, they shut down. They keep their Instagram. They keep their Instagram page up, but you try to go in their comments and get the members of the club that just disbanded, and they're gonna take your comment down. What's up?
What's up with that?
Yeah, bro. I don't know.
What's up with that dirty dragons?
They won't let you mention them in a comment, right? Like, they'll comment on your shit, but you can't reply to them. At least you can't say their name because they won't let you mention them. And then they got private GTA Instagram pages. It's like, why? What is the purpose? And then that be the same motherfuckers that be like, I'm retiring. Like, what? Was you even here, nigga? Like, what the fuck
I'm retiring. I've been an OG in this community. Who are you, dude? Like, bro, like, I don't expect people. You shouldn't expect people to know you. I think that's another thing where people assume because they've been in the community for a while and everything that people know who they are and they have all this clout and stuff. Honestly, guys, most people, they don't know anyone outside their own club. Like, they don't. They don't go remember your name.
How many guys in the club that have private Instagrams, though?
But I'm saying, like, people.
I already know what you about to ask.
But like that, how many times has someone asked you, "Hey, ain't you the president of Striker MC?" Not even knowing, that we got, a president, bro.
Bro, dead ass, bro. I had somebody tell me, you know what, bro? I had a dude. They put me in a group chat, bro, and was just mad at me. Just sending me paragraphs on paragraphs.
How mad were they?
One of the things they shut up, Creed. One of the things that they said, because Creed was in the group chat too. But one of the things that they said, dude said, "Oh, President ass."
Yeah.
Like, he said it to me as an insult, and I'm like, bro, I'm not even the president, bro. Like,
I'll be honest though, one thing I'm jealous of you and Creed on is the amount of hate y'all can be getting out here, bro. Like, I be over here, like, I be in my story saying like homophobic like stuff to get hate, bro. I can't. It's just dry, and nobody's in my inbox, but y'all too.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Strike, is I really don't be insulting people.
You don't
be insulting people. He be calling people fags and everything else, bro. I'll be like, so that makes sense to you, bro? That's how you like that makes sense.
And they go,
to you?
"Fuck you, Diddy, you son of a bitch."
Why you talking shit, bitch? I'll be like, what are you talking about, cuz? What's the problem?
I
fall back onto the fag method, and it tends to work.
Which is a great method.
It does work. It's worked countless times.
But it's a problem though, bro. I've used your method and I didn't get the same reaction. But
You
I don't know.
gotta use it in a correct way, man. It's kind of like an art.
I believe you.
So, do y'all think the new gen is going to hurt or help the role play
I believe
It's not gonna help.
Yeah, it's gonna be like.
Strike,
it's
you should
just-
probably
it's just
exclude
another-
yourself from this part of the conversation.
You're right. You're right.
It's
But
definitely gonna divide.
PS4 ass.
I mean, I can't.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
I
gonna
feel-
divide things like between like PS4 and PS5. Obviously, I mean it already has.
Yeah, I've noticed being on here, obviously there's not as much club interaction. I mean, the first
Yeah,
like
there's
week we were
no-
on here, because we were the first ever club on
Yeah.
PS5. The first week we were on here, the only club we were fighting was like
I mean, we're
Reaper's
still
Reach.
the only club on PS5.
And that's the
right?
only club
Like,
I interacted with, was like Reaper's Reach.
there's a couple.
And
Yeah.
now a few more are coming
Obviously,
over.
being sarcastic.
Now a few more are coming over, but I still, most of our buddies aren't over here yet. And, there's definitely
Because
not
Sony-
many events around on PS5, bro. That's what we need.
Because Sony's being weird and won't release more PS5s, man. I believe they holding on.
Be
It's
to
not
resourceful,
Sony's
motherfucker.
It's not
It's not
Sony's
Sony's fault. Yes, it is, bro. What are you, a Sony sucker?
No, because they buy the chips for the PlayStation 5.
Nah, I believe they have enough. I think they're doing this on
Make the
purpose.
chips faster.
I don't think.
they're
I
doing
think
it
this
on
is beyond the marketing strategy. But I think
Yeah, I
in the
do
long
too.
run, I think in the long run it will make a difference. Strike needs to transfer his character. He's going to lose it, and I think if he loses his character, he'll never play GTA again.
I do got a lot of stuff on GTA, and I would really hate to lose it. Yeah, PGP Incorporated. Can't
So
even-
I think that might. Hurt. I think
Incorporated,
that might hurt
Oh.
some people actually though. The whole time limit on transferring your character. I think a lot of guys that
Need to get on.
lose their character, they might fucking fuck off for good. But the second GTA 6 gets announced, bro, you're going to see every fucking club that was ever made come back to the
Been
community.
here since PS3.
And they're gonna say, been here since GTA 4. We were riding together on GTA 4. No, you weren't.
No.
You're gay.
Bro, we gonna see Banshees come back. We gonna see Reaper Lords get off of
We
Red
never
Dead.
left.
We gonna
We
see.
never left. We was here day one. Day one.
We
to this
might even
day,
see
to
Black
this
Wasp
day.
come back. We might see Black Wasp come back.
But bro, you want to see
Fucking
every
Outcast
club
might come
ever
back.
come back and claim that they never shut down. They were just on hiatus.
You finally get to see Killer Commando again.
Killer fucking Commando. Jesus Christ. What he's up to nowadays?
Or Fro and Soul Swerve is other buddy name. I forget
Soulsy.
Dude. Yeah, they come back. Maybe Dominican might even come back.
It's going to be a huge influx though when 6 gets announced, the trailer. We're probably going to get an
You know
announcement
what
this year
I'm
at some
scared of,
point.
man? I don't feel like enough people talked about this, but I believe it's possible that GTA 6 might, start with GTA 5 left off, and it'd just be like super more futuristic, like
I can't see that happening.
Like we have
I reckon
flying
it's
tanks.
definitely gonna be more vanilla.
I reckon it's going to be a
See,
themed
I believe
game.
you, Strike.
I'd
I'm
say-
with you on that.
no,
one.
I believe
disagree
Rockstar's
with
gonna
that.
do what
Keep
makes
it
the
in
most.
present day. Like they're gonna keep
Why
it in
would they?
present day. It's
So
not
the
gonna
reason I agree with Strike is because why would they get rid of the stuff that's making them money? How many
Yeah,
people
that's
do
what I
you
was
see
gonna
on
say too,
rocket
yeah.
bikes? How many
Just so
people
they
do you
can, just so
like?
okay,
These are things that are popular just because we don't use them. Like these things are still popular, bro. They're
But I'm
gonna
not
give
too
up their money
sure.
making.
But I'm not too sure this is sustainable for them in the long term. I reckon
Is it?
eventually
Is
people are
it?
gonna.
Is
I don't think so. I think it has. I think it has happened this.
Ain't you been playing this game for 8
I
years?
think it's
You talk about
happened.
this
I think it's happened this much. Yeah, but I've been playing this game for 8 years,
They
but I
might
haven't
get
spent
us to
a
stop
penny
playing.
on shark cards.
The rest of these motherfuckers.
And what I'm saying is a long-term thing. Like if you go online and you look at all the criticism about GTA, the main thing that people criticize is the online and how toxic and how
But people still playing
griefing
it, and they
and how
still making money.
griefing the online is and everything like that. So they're gonna want to address those criticisms, right, and try to do something. Now, whether that's splitting the lobbies up,
You think
in some kind of way.
Rockstar is gonna want to address?
I
people's
think
criticism?
I feel like the next game is going to be themed, and I feel like the theme is going to sway in our favor.
It's gonna be cartels.
I can't wait till y'all get disappointed.
What you talking about?
Bro.
The GTA 5 was based on robbing banks, and we didn't get to rob a
But
bank
if you think
online.
of it, if you think about it like a movie, right? GTA 5 is like a big Hollywood action movie, right? Where GTA 4 was more of like a mafia fucking 2000s movie, and back in San Andreas was more like a 90s gangster movie kind of thing. If you think about it like that, the theme for online fits more there. I'm not saying there's not going to be crazy stuff in the next online. What I'm saying is we might start off a bit slower, depending on the theme of the game.
You know, honestly, Creed, I'm also, you know, in agreement that that's all in the realm of possibility. But I'm not gonna like take away the idea that I think, you know, I might get on GTA 6 and instantly get blown up by, you know, a giant exploding flying dildo. You know, I'm not
I
gonna be
mean,
surprised.
if they add like rape to the
Anyway,
game,
if y'all keep this
obviously.
up, y'all gonna be talking about Saints Row next, because that's where GTA about to be at. But
GTA is already there. What are you talking about?
I
do
hate
you
Saints
believe
Row.
it's possible? So we was talking about fucking other crews, you know what I'm saying, other communities like mafias and street gangs and such. Do you believe it's possible to bridge healthy relationships between different RP communities like mafias and fucking street gangs and shit like that?
If they're probably into the RP.
And how would you do so?
It's possible if a mafia is, say if like one of our guys, even one of our shit guys, goes over and fucking goes over and starts up a mafia crew. They would run it like normal, right? They'd have like a set of rules, stay semi-fair, don't blow everyone up every 2 seconds, right? And like have a mafia kind of look to them and everything like that. If someone set up a mafia like that, and I think there are a couple out there, but they kind of stick to themselves, and then they try to, I don't know how the interactions would work though between us. Would it just be like go to events with each other? Then what would we do? Because, you know, bikers, we go, MCs, we go into events, we do bike shows, we do, you know, big rides and stuff like that. How would that really work with another
I'd say
community like that?
it would work in a way of like content making, like, and also
So,
maybe helping
I
out
would-
fighting.
That's
I would
gay.
say that you'd reach out to them the same way you'd reach out to another MC, and it probably would just go on from there. The same way as when we see another club in the lobby, we like, let me roll by, give them a bro love, see what they bout. It'd be the same shit to a mafia. And also, just like with running into another MC, there's a high chance that they're gonna kill your ass when you roll up. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you could build a relationship off of that. But also, it's whoever wants to push that, because we don't interact with them like we do other MCs. When you see another MC in the lobby, you kind of want to see what they about. Okay, what MC is this? Let me look at them on the player list. What they doing? As far as a mafia, you just like, oh, it's a mafia up in here. Wonder when they gonna kill me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of stay away from them. So, you know, I think that's, if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to interact and, you know, bridge that relationship, bridge that gap type of thing, you would have to be the guy to step out and be like, okay, what's up? You know, what you guys doing? What y'all be doing for fun? Y'all trying to hang out?
Yeah.
No homo?
That would be, I think it would work. It could work, obviously, but I don't think there's a big enough supply of properly organized, fair mafias. Because again, a lot of MC 1%ers are quite, and we used to be like this as well, or at least I used to be like this. I used to not even want to hang out with clubs that weren't 1%. You know, and I think a lot of MCs, a lot of 1% MCs kind of still stand by that. We're like, you know, I'm not really fucking with guys that aren't 1%. But I feel like now we kind of have to evolve, and I'm cool with that now. I'm cool hanging out at a club that isn't like fully 1%. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I've never really cared if they
for
were.
one, I think for us it was easier to transition into that. Oh, it doesn't matter if they're 1% thing, because it's not like we fight beside people. You know what I'm saying? We don't do the whole ally thing.
Right.
So like your fights ain't my fight. If you're a 99er and you fighting somebody, I'm not gonna get involved because I don't want to be fighting with a 99er. That's like.
But if you fight with us, we're gonna tell you to stay 1% because you can't be fighting with us if you're a 99er. We don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I wouldn't. I ain't gonna speak for everybody in the damn club. I ain't gonna do that. What you was saying though, Strike? You was finna say something?
Yeah. I've never really cared if they were 1% or not. It's just I've always cared if they were like actual MC. And now the only reason I would care if they're actual MC is that they're posing as one. You know, we all know that one MC that says MC but don't do nothing bike related. You know, it's just kind of, which is like. That's which is kind of why I kind of have a hard time like hanging out with like clubs like what you call them Dead Boys, and hanging out with clubs like Unholy. Like, you know, to me they're not really like motorcycle clubs, and like I always find it like super annoying. You know, just go away, just go start something else. Why do you feel the need to label yourself as us when you're not? know.
So do you feel like
you said Unholy is not a motorcycle club? That's what you said?
If your members are riding around in their presses and don't wear their patches now, I'm sorry.
do you feel like entitled to being an MC though, Strike? Like you say it as
No,
as
I
if
don't
maybe
feel entitled.
no, but I mean
I
like
don't feel
you say it as if maybe like like you're the arbiter of what makes an MC and like it's kind of like your thing.
Well, that's a good point, and I can see what you're talking about. But I mean, I think this just comes down to some common sense sayings. I think we all know like what like a basic biker should be. And like I said, I feel like a lot of people that play this don't necessarily have a love or a care for the culture of bikers and MCs. What they have a love and care for, is like this online version of this perverted version of what MCing is.
Hey, you chose that, Josh. I asked you if you wanted to go.
Josh is in the chat.
Yeah, he in the chat.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Josh.
He just said fuck us, so.
Oh, great timing then. That's fantastic.
Tell him to fuck.
I think we're actually coming up on our hour in a couple minutes.
Yeah, no, we getting pretty close to the end. But so last two questions actually. What do you think made your club or organization successful?
We
Obviously,
made
we all in the
rules.
same club, but
The way
We
we
made rules and we stuck by.
Strike,
them.
we
And
became
when
successful while you were in basic.
Yeah, we made rules.
We did.
We made rules, right? We made rules and we stuck to them. And when we saw adjustments, we came into the club and made them.
We evolved. We changed when needed to.
like Creed said,
kept up.
this club can survive on its own.
It can. It runs on rails. This club could survive if Brawler was just by himself here shitting his pants. As long as you follow what the club rules say, this club will survive. So get your bones right, and then you're all good. Actually, if you want a blueprint of how to run a club, just go to our website and our bio on Instagram, and there's literally written out for you a complete blueprint on how to run a club. That's all you need to do is follow that, and your club will be fine.
I'm not gonna lie, I do hate that though. When people when I ask somebody what their rules are, and it's literally like they read our website and came up with their rules from it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Dude, Dead Boys took one of our flashes, bro. Like, actually took one of our flashes.
I remember
Cavalry.
You remember when I was playing
what a
Red Dead,
faggot.
bro, and I joined that Red Dead crew, and Josh started talking to Mo, bro, and Mo took all of our bylaws, and we had to start following that shit on Red Dead, bro. I was never so pissed about anything game related in my life, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I was like, bro, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, I was just remembering this green boy, old man, killing people.
Retarded, man. So we was talking about the organization being successful and all that. Looking back in history of your fucking organization and shit that it's done, what are some situations you say we failed at as a club? I was gonna say y'all. But
Charters, obviously. We've talked about this before. We failed dramatically at Charters. But, we will get our chance again, and we'll do it again eventually, and we'll get it right. Because we learned shit. What else did we fail at?
I'm trying to think to say stuff that's not like I don't want to tell club business,
We're kind of. It's not something that hasn't been said on Data's live stream before.
I know, but I'm thinking about other stuff. I'm like, that's kind of like they say business.
Maybe just maintaining relationships. That's something to work on in the future.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, maintaining relationships is something that we should be better at.
Okay.
That comes with being a club. You're always going to be learning. The second you think you're not learning, you're fucked up because you always should be learning.
I think our recruitment was fucked up for a long time. It was impossible.
I agree.
It was impossible.
It really was.
It's kind of messed up right now.
Impossible.
Yeah, I know, but we're
It is
fixing
messed
it
up
right now.
But it's going up. It's going up. They have a higher chance of getting in now.
Well, we're gonna fix.
But
We're gonna fix a couple people.
Our recruitment was something we saw coming a long time because I remember every time someone get patched in, we'd all go, "It's harder now to get in than it was when we were coming up," and then it would happen dramatically every came in. And then it became impossible, and we were like, "Oh, there is literally no one that can get in this club, because in order to get in the club they need to be a bitch, but we don't want bitches in the club, so we're gonna say no. So it didn't make it like
what it is, bro, is we keep getting these prospects that have to go through more and more, right? They get pat and they're mad. They want to take it out on the next.
That's
we created a cycle. We created a cycle.
Think about what that one guy went through. And now look what he's doing.
What happened was, bro, we had a good wave, right? And that good wave, they got taught a lot, but that we was also kind of strict with them. So then they was strict with the next guys.
Strict ain't the word.
They was more strict.
Strict isn't the word.
Well, we were strict. We were strict. They was dicks. That's what happened, bro. We was strict. They was dicks. And then after that, it was just insane and impossible. Like, it just got worse and worse.
But now is an optimum time to join Striker MC because we're fixing that. So sign up on the website. There's an application. Send in your application if you're a PS5. If you're tired of playing with your broke ass PS4 members and you're on PS5, come over here.
And you probably still won't make it.
I don't know if I want somebody just leaving a club.
Leave your club. Leave your club and join our club. It's better.
Matter of fact, bring your club with you. We got room.
It's better. We're a better club than you.
I promise you, your club is garbage.
Join today.
Shit.
I ain't gonna call your club garbage. I will say we are better.
Your club is garbage.
We got like another 2 minutes. People on the stream, y'all got any questions? Boys, if y'all got some questions now.
How many people you got watching?
You know what I'm saying? Actually, more than I usually have, to be honest. Hold on.
3? That's crazy.
I think it's like 11.
6.
Oh shit!
No, it's 5 now. It's 5. It went down when we started talking about recruiting.
It's probably just members of the club at this point.
Well, I know Josh is in there, Mamba's in there. I know Caitlin's in there.
Is this how we gonna waste our last 2 minutes?
No, but we're gonna, you know, me and Day Day will give it. Look, me and Day Day will give an old club talk outro for them. If we do disappear though for a long time, we're still gonna be in Striker MC. We just got bored of this and stopped again.
You're just gonna have to watch different live streams that aren't labeled Club Talk.
Go to Day Day's channel. He live streams everything.
The heathen dragon dude that is in this lobby and also probably watching the live stream. I don't want to hurt your feelings when we leave this lobby, but I can promise you nobody's coming outside.
Is he a friend?
No.
Heathen Dragons. Your mom's a hoe.
On somebody's friends list. He's in the lobby.
He's obviously on somebody's friends list. He's got to be on Day Day's because
he's on mine, bro.
I was gonna say
you didn't have to expose me, brawler.
Heathen Dragon 43. I really hope you enjoyed Club Talk. On the next one.
Thank you for showing up.
Thanks for showing up.
All right, y'all. God bless.
Go buy a real life motorcycle.
See ya, bro.
Give the kids a little time, we are living till we die. Focused and we hustle, but we still be getting high. No exception to the rule, do what you do to get by. Cause I keep ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me